chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
First deep.
And the Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Eaton. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dobbs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got to...
Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Eaton. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Badgers! A great catch and run for 6.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Damn, bro.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Caught at the 25.
Fumble. Wow.
The defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Wow.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Oh, man.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Eaton. Here's a heat. He rifles one deep down the right side.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense.
Damn, bro. I don't get no feet in. What can I say to turn that bitch over?
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did. And they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Eaton. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the top. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw.
Oh, come on,
Fired
bro.
just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
It leads to 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Eaton. This time on target. And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Sir.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down
right
42.
there.
3rd and inches, and the offense trying to throw the football. The defense, they weren't fooled. They just got upfield, and they got pressure on the QB.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
At the 31-yard line. Second down.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him in the flat. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Come to Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Eaton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the quick game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Badgers will punt this one away.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. This game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. RPO complete to open the drive. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown! Dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Wisconsin, 7.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone.
Right here, sticking. He's so fucking deep and dunking.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To throw, it's Eaton. Makes the catch, it's Dobbs. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Badgers will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Give to the running back. There he goes. Stopped at the 47 after 8.
Oh, it's just like it's on my depth shot like that too. No, I gotta switch that right.
Yard gain.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power. He's got speed. He's got shiftiness. He's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick
defense, pin your way to listen.
Really nice
job
job by the
ain't
defense
that's
playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running
big
situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Complete and looking for enough
shit,
for the
fellas.
down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Intercepted.
Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Yeah, had to see one.
No reason
Yeah,
to
I
be
big
in
play
a
like
big
that.
rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Eaton. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires.
Damn.
Right downfield.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be
Hey,
that
that's a
deep.
big boy throw right there,
The
though.
receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's
And those
tough.
body blows
I
really,
ain't gonna
really
lie.
matter.
He put
Like,
that bitch
I
there.
want to be able to hand the ball off to my
He put
running
that
back
bitch right there.
10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Eaton. That's caught. It's Downs. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal.
Jump the bitch for the touchdown.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Pick, yes, sir.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got it.
Yes, stop.
And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense. He lost one down the sideline. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here we go. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field. It's Eaton.
Oh,
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this...
A shot toward the end zone. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Badgers are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He leaves it with his back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Eaton. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He wants to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh,
and the quarterback goes
no, he
down
can't.
at the 11-yard line.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Eaton. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the right side. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
35, Wisconsin, 15.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Eaton. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying play action. Here comes the heat.
Oh, my God.
On target over the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's got it.
He held on to that
for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
I wanted to run that bitch off there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. Spins away from the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The quick out. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
Texas 42, Wisconsin 23.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the right.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Grabbed behind the line, it's Larson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to pass. It's Eaton. Bringing the heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right down the middle.
Oh, give me that.
Incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more.
Turning it on. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here.
Oh, you're holding to that.
The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a score. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So they've got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got him, and nobody's close. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Eaton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Right on the money. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Eaton. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those
holding
deep
right
passes.
there on the inside. God damn.
To play offensive football in this situation.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over.